Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so it's been a little while since I've filmed a video. I want to introduce more health type of videos onto my channel. So I have only recently just got out of hospital. Over the past probably about a year, I've been having these random pains in my ovaries. It would either be the left or the right side. It would come on instantly and the pain would be 10 out of 10 excruciating. It would last for about half an hour and then it would go away and I'd get it in a few days or a week later. Same thing, same amount of pain, yada yada. So at first it started just being during intercourse. So I had a partner at the time and I felt that it wasn't right for me and him not to be intimate, being in a relationship and all that kind of thing. So I wanted to have it investigated, looked at and hopefully fixed. So at the start of last year, I got the implant bar put in my arm as well as changed my antidepressants. We thought that changing my antidepressants would help with, my sex drive, and, antidepressants do dull your sex drive and affect it quite a bit. And also we thought that the implant bar would help. It didn't. It made me gain 12 kilos. I got the implant bar taken out of my arm in the end of August. During the time I had it in my arm, I was very angry, I was very emotional. I got into massive depression, like rut cycle, and I pretty much didn't want to associate with anyone, leave my room, anything like that. I didn't have a job at the time and I gained weight quite quickly, and even my sister said like it was scary how quickly the weight I just packed the weight on. So then I got the bar taken out in around August. Unfortunately my ex-partner and I broke up mid-August. So I am filming this on Monday the 15th of January. I went into hospital on Tuesday the 9th of January at around like 8 PM or something. I had got pain on the Sunday and it wasn't my usual pain. It was on particularly the right side where my appendix is. So then I went to the hospital and I'd had pain for about 2 days and I thought, this isn't normal, maybe I should go to the hospital. So I ended up going, and then they put a drip in my arm, took bloods, did some poking and prodding around, and came to the conclusion that they thought it was appendicitis, like my appendix had burst. So it is 10:15 at night. I have had pain in my lower stomach, like around my ovaries and stuff, all day. I've taken Panadol and a Valium to try and help. It's not helping. I don't know what's going on, but I am so over it. I go to the Redlands Hospital on this Thursday. So it's Monday tonight. I go to the hospital on Thursday to have another appointment to see when my surgery is. I don't know what's going on. They want to do surgery, so like keyhole surgery through my stomach to just have a look and see whether I have like cysts on my ovaries or endometriosis, or whether I may or may not have cancer. I mean, that is very dramatic. That is the the worst possible outcome, I guess, but it's still there. And I'm contemplating whether to go up to the hospital, but I know they're just going to send me home with be like, just take Panadol. So I don't know. I feel absolutely rat shit. Hey, so it's Tuesday the 9th. I think it's like 3:30. I've just had a shower. Got into different PJs. I still have pain. I have a lot of pain today. So I'm seeing if it dulls down in the next hour, otherwise I'm going to the hospital. Because this just isn't right, this doesn't feel right. Yeah, so maybe then the people that I'm supposed to see on Thursday will come and see me if I'm in the hospital. But yeah, I'm gonna lay down and hopefully it'll go away. So it's about 5:30. Pain. Just ran into a box. I still have a shitload of pain, so I've called the I don't know, come to your house doctor, whatever it's called. If I go to the hospital, I'm gonna be there for hours, but the in-house doctor starts at 6 and could take up to 3 hours, so I probably should have just gone to the friggin' hospital. They're probably gonna tell me to go anyway. I don't know what this is, and it really fucking hurts. And now I feel sick. I'm just gonna watch TV until they keep SMSing me and telling me that they're gonna come and see whatever the hell's going on. But I swear to God, why does everything keep falling off my table? If they just tell me to take Panadol and then whoop-de-doo, whatever, I am gonna be so pissed. So I've literally just had to drive myself to hospital. Now to sit here for hours. Overall attached. That's not good. Uh-oh. I just had a surgeon come see me and they're concerned it may be my appendix. Doing more tests. Yay. I do have some footage from being in hospital and it was all recorded on my iPhone, so the quality is crap and yada yada, so I will insert that bits and pieces without this video. So it was about Wednesday that I went for another vaginal examination and ultrasound. I did have one a few months ago to see if they could see any, you know, any growths like cancer cells or endometriosis or cysts or anything like that on my ovaries to be causing this pain. But unfortunately nothing was visible on the ultrasounds and the examinations. So I had another one of those examinations in hospital, I think it was Wednesday morning. I'm laying down waiting for surgery because I have appendicitis apparently. Why does this keep happening? I've just been moved to my own room. Thank God the nurse down there was so rough, like legit. I just want this to be over. Currently watching some YouTube. I feel so horrible. I look so puffy. My arm is just bleeding. And there was a lot of fluid around my right side. They couldn't see my right ovary and they couldn't see my appendix, which made them a lot more concerned. So I went back to the short stay emergency department where I slept for quite a few hours, and then the doctors came to tell me that they think it's my appendix and they want to do, I don't know, I don't really know how to pronounce this word, but a laparoscopy. Pretty much a internal examination where they put 3 cuts into your stomach, put a camera down one side and then tools down the other sides to move everything about, I guess, I don't know. I was waiting for the surgery Wednesday afternoon, but they couldn't fit me in as they had to do an emergency surgery on someone else. So then Thursday morning I was moved up to Stradbroke ward in the Redlands Hospital. I was put in a room by myself at first, which was awesome. And then I got moved into a double room. So all of Thursday, I couldn't eat anything. Good morning, guys. Last day of hopefully getting the operation soon. This is like the 8th bag I've had and more antibiotics. They literally look so puffy. What the hell? My hair is in desperate need of a wash. But I can't do that today. I'm just waiting for my drip to run out so I can have a shower and get ready for the operation. Put my nice little outfit on. I have a bit of chest pain. My stomach really hurts. I want to go home. I want to go home. They just moved me into a double room. It's so noisy. Still waiting. 10 a.m. It's the 11th. Or drink anything. I was having regular fluids through the drip, plus antibiotics and painkillers because I was in so much pain. The pain was sort of leveling between 4 to 10. It was, you know, bouncing back and forth. It was horrible. So then I spent a lot of Thursdays sleeping as much as I could. And then I think it was Thursday afternoon, I filmed this clip. It's like 3 o'clock. I feel absolutely horrendous. Still haven't gone in. And then the moment I ended that clip, about not even 5 minutes later, the nurse came in and rushed me down to the operating theatre because they'd just fit me in. So I got taken to the operating theatre and I was waiting outside. They were asking me all these questions, setting up inside. And then they took me through and moved me onto the operating bed, which was small and cold and terrifying. I had a drip in this part of my arm, but one of the nurses from the ER department, who was a silly bitch, she bumped it and knocked it out. So when the operation people were trying to put all the stuff to make me go to sleep through this drip, it just spurted everywhere and the drip came out. So then they tried to put a drip in this arm. They tried about 8 times and it would not go in. I've always had trouble with my veins, that it's hard to take blood or put a drip in because they always collapse and they're very faint. You probably won't be able to see. So then they were complaining about that and I was like, well, I can't have any water because I had to have the surgery, so, you know. And there was this one guy who was yanking my arms, yanking my head, and it was really rough, and I was starting to get really, really pissed off. You know, I'm laying on this table, butt naked. People are like poking and prodding me and pulling me, and they started strapping me down. So naturally I have a panic attack. And then they finally got a drip into this part of my hand where the vein is. Took them about 4 goes to get that one in. And I was quite pissed off. I was like, just put the fucking thing in already. Like I lost it. I was very angry. And then I remember them putting the mask over my face and having to breathe in a few times, like I don't know what it was, the sleep gas, whatever. I took about 8 breaths and then I woke up in recovery. And then all I remember was I really needed to pee and they wouldn't let me get up. And I said, look, if you don't let me get up, I'm gonna wet myself. Like, fucking let me up. Of course, I was really angry. I was in so much pain. And then she's like, I finally was allowed to get up, sit on this bed, like chair thing, and go to the toilet. And then they said, oh, they didn't take your appendix out, but they found something else, but I can't tell you. And I was like, what the hell? So then they ended up taking me back to my room. I messaged my mum and I was like, come up. Even though they were told to, they didn't call my mum and tell her that I was going into surgery. I got back and then it was a little while after that I think someone said that what I have. I didn't see the doctors until the next day. 5:50 in the morning. I didn't take my appendix out. I still don't know what they did, but it really hurts. Still waiting to hear from the doctor. Day 4. So apparently I have something wrong with my bowel. Like an infection in my bowel or a bowel disease or something. Hopefully I'll go home today. It's about 12 o'clock. I'm so puffy everywhere. I have so much pain. I have so many needle pricks and stuff. Fucking cannulas in the hurt in the arm. Fuck. Cannulas in the hand really hurt. And this. Oh my god. 5:30 on Thursday and I'm finally going Friday. I'm finally going home. What's the 12th? I have a lot of pain still, and this has all been recorded on my phone. But I'm going home. I need to wash my mop badly. So what I have is I have diverticular disease, which is a bowel disease. So I've got a little bit of information on here, not much. So it says diverticular disease occurs when small pouches develop in the lining of the large bowel. If these pockets become inflamed or infected, this is known as diverticulitis. So if you can see that little diagram there, that tasteful little thing. So it says symptoms can include altered bowel habits like diarrhea, constipation, abdominal pain and bloating, plus bleeding. So I did also have blood in my urine and my stool while I was in hospital, which also made them concerned about my appendix. So there's not one known clear cause of diverticular disease, though it is known that a healthy diet and adequate fibre can help reduce the risk and thought to prevent flare-ups from occurring. There is no evidence that nuts and seeds cause a flare of diverticular disease, but they can be included as part of a high-fibre diet. So as you can probably hear in my voice, I'm obviously still not very well. So at the moment I am on a low-fibre diet. I got out of hospital on Friday. I have 3 cuts in my stomach. I will insert a little video of the cuts. It is quite blurry, but I'll insert a video and some photos of the cuts and all that now. With your active service. That's right. Access unlimited data for endless streaming, gaming, and downloading with data. Get unlimited NBN data plus a Wi-Fi modem with your active service, all for just $59.90 a month. So give that opportunity to buy. So I'm on a low fibre diet at the moment, which is basically for breakfast I can have white bread, crumpets, scones, English muffins. I can have cereals such as rice bubbles, cornflakes or Special K. I can have instant porridge. I can have white rice, pasta, sago, tapioca, I don't know how to pronounce that, semolina. See, I don't even know what some of these things are. White flour, corn flour, custard powder, plain, sweet and savoury biscuits or cakes. For vegetables, ensure all vegetables are peeled and well cooked. So potato, sweet potato, pumpkin, carrot, zucchini, cauliflower, broccoli, asparagus, spear tips, tomato and cucumber with skins and seeds removed, lettuce, cabbage, green beans, chop and chew well, and button mushrooms, spring onion, well-strained vegetable juice, tomato puree or paste. For fruit, I can have pawpaw and melons, no seeds, a small amount of bananas, seedless grapes or cherries, peeled peaches and nectarine, well-cooked fruit with no skins or pips, canned fruits except pineapple and mango, well-strained fruit juice. For dairy, I can have all varieties of milk, plain yogurt, custard, cheese, or plain or flavoured ice cream. For meat, fish, poultry, eggs, nuts and legumes, whatever that is, I can have all meat, chicken or fish, tofu and eggs. I can have all fats including butter, margarine, salad dressings, mayonnaise, sugar, honey, syrups, ice cream toppings, boiled lollies, tubes, chocolate with no fruit, nuts or coconut, which really sucks, spreads without seeds or skin, soup made from allowed ingredients, tea, coffee and alcohol. So here is another little diagram of diverticulitis. Yeah, so I have to stick to that low fiber diet for about 1 to 2 weeks while everything sort of settles and, I don't know, my flare up sort of goes down. I am in quite a lot of pain. So I have a cut below, you know, my belly button, a cut above my pubic line, and one on the left side of my stomach. And they're not like stitched or anything, they're like stapled. And of course, being a bit of a bigger girl, when I move, it hurts. So I'm feeling quite sorry for myself, to be honest. Yeah, wasn't fun. So I'm out of hospital now. I have to go back in about 6 to 8 weeks to have a colonoscopy. That is to do further examinations. I can't really remember what they said, just further examination to see if there's anything else underlying in there as well. I have to have a blood test and just, I guess, regular checkups with the GP. I will have diverticulitis disease for the rest of my life, and they said that because it's slightly attached to my right ovary, that could be the cause of all the pain that I was getting, but that's what the colonoscopy will show as well, if it was a separate cause. So I am going to end off this video. So that is my recent hospital trip, and again why I've been gone a little bit recently. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, leave it down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, as always, give it a thumbs up. If you are new, please subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my little YouTube clan and come on my little health journey with me. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all again very soon when I am more up to filming. Bye.